Hi, so the problem we are working on at Blueberry Technology has to do with being able to move people efficiently in places like airports. Today, it takes anywhere between 19 and more than 80 minutes for you as a passenger to go from point A to point B in one move. And it takes the operator somewhere between 29 and 80 minutes to make that same move. What we are doing with our product is to change that landscape by introducing a smart wheelchair, a wheelchair that does not bump into anything, a wheelchair that can navigate itself through an airport, which should help immensely from both the service provider standpoint by essentially not needing personnel on the service provider side except for key places where they need to interact with the customer. And for the customer, gives them tremendous agency in being able to move around in an airport entirely on their own. Our go-to-market strategy is based on two different pillars. Pillar one is to be able to partner with the existing service providers in airports who already have existing long-term contracts with the airports to provide wheelchair services, and piggyback that with our product by providing it from a standpoint of a lease, where we charge our service providers on a per ride basis. And the intention of both of these is to have a methodical release of the product in the market, do a trial for a quarter in an airport, get it to positive unit economics model, and then release in the airport the following quarter to help address the profitability needs of all folks involved. Our business strategy is multiple fold. We have the ability to charge the service providers on a per ride basis, hence the focus being on profitability through number of rides. So in high ride areas and high ride airports to get higher revenues. And secondarily, tied to a supply chain that is leveraging existing amortized technological solutions in the space. For example, motors and batteries and metals from existing service providers without having to spend a whole bunch of NRE on these developments. And then piggyback that with solid system integration efforts. So from the technology side, we are innovating on the product, not so much on the components. We are right now testing out our minimum viable product in the San Jose airport. We've done one trial there. We'll be doing a couple more trials in the coming weeks with our minimum viable product, which is an off-the-shelf wheelchair with our motors, our motor controller, our software, our sensors, and such. We are quickly transitioning that in the next month to a purpose-built wheelchair that is designed for the airport. So same software stack, similar sensors, but a completely different frame that allows for airport use. In the summer, we expect to increase those two prototype counts to about 5 to 10 vehicles that will be trialed in San Francisco or San Jose. And by Q4 of 2021, have about 50 vehicles that we will monetize in one of these two airports to get us to revenue. So the landscape today consists obviously of the manual solution that is heavily labor intensive, very low value added tasks that is consequently quite expensive to provide, but the bill is footed by the airlines. That competition will always exist. It will not disappear because there's a class of users that always needs that human interaction. Along with that, on the other extreme of the landscape is a solution that is an autonomous wheelchair as well, that is today very expensive, in the order of about 10 times what we expect our bill of materials to be. We sit nicely in the middle, closer to a lower cost electric wheelchair that's autonomous, and we expect our ability with this solution to be able to be bought out, acquired by the existing service providers that are providing services today in the airports.